If powerlifting had its own version of Job from the Bible in 2018, it would have been Rob Hall. First, there was getting robbed though after the crazy battle with Steve Johnson in the animal cage, where he did over 60 reps with 600 pounds. Next, major accident squatting, major knee surgery, so a lot of people would have been done by this point. But, Rob went to hell and back, but he charged hell with a bucket of ice. He played craps with the devil himself. He climbed out of purgatory, and now here he is back on the warpath, ready to do some huge things. So he's starting off the session here with dead squats. So I recommend doing the dead squats with a safety bar. You can get under the bar better, and it's a lot easier on your elbows and shoulders, and you still get the same training effect. So you want to start these a couple inches above parallel, because you think about it, you have on a squat, you have that stretch reflex on the eccentric portion of the lift. You store that, all that elastic like energy helps propel you out of the bottom. So if you're squatting with proper technique, you're generally not going to just get stuck right in the bottom. You get stuck a couple inches up. So what these dead squats do is obviously work that point. Think of it sort of like a free ride out of the bottom. You lose that free ride with these dead squats. The free lunge is over at that point. So there's that part of it. It builds, tremendous starting strength, because, you're not using that eccentric contraction. You're not using that elasticity to help propel you out of the bottom. It's you against the weight right there. So it's great for building starting strength. Even if you're not a powerlifter, you're an athlete that wants to build starting strength, it's a great movement, the dead squat right here. And we're not doing this to pre-exhaust. This is just get a little more squatting in, build some starting strength, and also for an activation. These help activate Rob, get him ready here. It sort of potentiates the nervous system, gets him ready to kick some arse. So here he is warming up on the deadlift. Rob always looks solid, looks explosive, looking big as a house here. And this is a huge day for Rob. Rob's going to get go for 800 pounds, and the most he's done in training so far is 765. So this is not just a training, important training every day. It's of course an important training day, but this has more of a symbolic significance. Is Rob still an 800 plus pound puller, or has he been relinquished to the 700s for the rest of his life? So you're going to get to see that right here. And very exciting stuff for the great Rob Hall. Here he goes with 745 pounds. Let's see it, Rob. Here we go. I mean, that's a great looking lift right there. Faster than a knife fight in a phone booth. Looks really explosive. Looks really good. Let's see what Rob has here. Here's the monumental 800-pound lift. Okay, getting himself ready. Training at the legendary Big Tex gym. That's in North Austin in the Round Rock area. And here we go with 800 pounds. Let's see if you got it, Rob. Come on out. Full faith in you, my brother. Here we go. And let's see it. Gets set. Gets exactly like the other ones. I mean, smoked that 800 pounds. That's conjugal visit speed, my friends. Beautiful lift, Rob. And he's back over 800 pounds with a hell of a lot more. I mean, that lift looked fairly easy there. Okay, here he is getting some good speed reps. 575 for 3 sets of 3. The objective here is build technique and maximum acceleration of the bar. So you want to, every set, every rep as fast as you can, but without sacrificing technique, without sacrificing tension. You think about it, the course over years and months and training sessions, when you put maximal speed into the bar, the adaptations are going to be huge. So you move those heavy weights with the intent to move it as fast as you can. You get a lot of the explosive strength adaptations. And you move the lighter weights as fast as you can. You get a lot of the maximal strength adaptations. You get like sort of a 2-for-1 deal right there. Building that motor pattern over and over and over again. So some of the stuff we did to help really bring Rob back that was extremely helpful to him. There was we did all sorts of things, but the sort of non-traditional kind of modalities we used was occlusion training. So, just some basic movements like occlusion training to help build his quads back with leg extensions, not a quote unquote functional movement, but what that did is, it helped really put a lot of mass on his quads. That was huge. And the other one we did was belt squats were extremely, extremely helpful to Rob. And you know, he's back at full strength now. He's starting to squat. He's squatting PRs and sleeves, and we'll bring you some more videos of Rob's squatting, and you'll see exactly what's happened. I mean, so we haven't got to the point yet where we've even, like, you know, done any jumps or anything like that. Just kind of, you know, you're going to build him back. So here he is showing some of the other stuff we've been doing. The hip circle has really helped strengthen his glutes, and you know, so some you know, and help bring back his mobility and things like that. You know, because I've talked before, a little bit before, about, you know, obviously this is to get him back to where he was, but there's also a point of athleticism. We get a little movement here. We're not trying to, like, you know, crazy with that stuff. But at the same time, if all you do is you're in that myopic bench press, squat, and deadlift, and that's all you do, you never move outside of it. You know, just think of when you encounter real life, all of a sudden, you know, you slip on a banana peel and you sort of go to the side there, and, you know, you can kind of catch yourself, boom, cut back, and you're right, walking the straight and narrow path again. But if you never do anything like that, I mean, you know, you're going to have problems. So here we go, the banded occlusion. It's tied up high. If you, kind of a weird angle here, but it's a single leg. So we did that to make sure, you know, we're not getting any sort of overcompensation or anything. But it's really, you know, there's a lot of different reasons why occlusion training may work. It could be, you know, preferential fast twitch muscle fiber recruitment's one theory. More